Hey guys, I'm Kate Simsley. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you've been here before. We're going to continue our Ghetto Motel build today. Yesterday's video showed part 1. If you missed it, it will be linked at the end of the video as well as at the top and in the description. But it showed the exterior, the utility room, the office, and the landlord suite. But today's video, you're going to see the 3 rental units come together, and we're going to jump right into the first one here. So this first unit is a studio apartment. It's very, very small. We create a kitchen by just putting like literally 3 counters. We put a microwave and a mini fridge, very fitting of like a motel room. There is no predefined bedroom in this unit at all. It has a Murphy bed, and I figured that was kind of fitting for gameplay. And you know, Murphy beds are good in small spaces and they're deadly. So that should be really fun. But the whole unit is really little. It's really cozy and disgusting. Let's be serious. It's actually disgusting. The whole thing is disgusting. It is filthy. It's full of stains and cracks and dirt and oh, it's gross. You're going to love it. But we begin by just putting in the kitchen. Then we put a Murphy bed. We're going to add a TV. You do have a TV in here. And then behind the Murphy bed, we actually end up creating like a little kind of like a walk-in closet space. So it has like a little coat rack back there, a mirror, and we're going to put like a few other things before we move on and we create a bedroom, a bathroom, not a bedroom, a bathroom. There's no bedroom. So I'm really happy with this, the way this unit came out, but it is very, very small. This is on the main floor. It's right next to the utility room. And I thought that I would make this one most like a hotel room. The other 2 units are more apartment than these. It was my train of thought when building this that these aren't necessarily motel rooms. They're more short-term rentals. So I said yesterday in the video, this build, I was imagining that the Sims that live here, they're kind of at the end of the road. They have nowhere else to go. They are down on their luck, and this is where they ended up. And it's a pretty terrible, depressing place to end up. Like, realistically, you'd be even worse off. I guess it's better than being homeless. And that was kind of my thought. Like a rags to riches kind of thing. You know what I mean? This is like your starting situation when you finally get a roof over your head. It would be something like this. And so you're going to just watch. I do cut out a lot of the footage of putting these cracks and dirt on the walls. You see some of it here. But if I showed it all, the video would be like hours and hours long. And it would be very boring. So not that it's very exciting anyway. I just figured cutting it out would probably be better for you. In fact, that's the unit right there. Literally, we're going to add a table, like a little dining table over by the kitchen, and then we're going to move on and create a bathroom. We do end up, we put a bunch of plants in here. It actually looks okay. Like my way of thinking when I was building this was that like, okay, these are awful. They're ghetto. But, you know, like people are making them home. They're trying to turn them into their home and make them look somewhat cozy. We start out in the kitchen. I had some cabinets. I only had 3 of them, obviously. There's only 3 counters. It's very, very tiny. I think it's kind of perfect. We're going to add a bunch of dirt and grime and grossness to the walls and some lights. And that's it. I don't add a lot of clutter. And I don't put any trash and stuff on the floor in most of these apartments because it would have made it very difficult to move around and I didn't want to block your Sims. Now, this is going on the gallery. And I'm going to put 2 versions on the gallery. So I'm going to put one version is going to be called Ghetto Motel, and it is going to be a residential lot. That means that you can download it and turn it into apartments. The other one is going to be called Residential Motel Rentals, and I'm going to set that one up so the rentals are set up for you. Yeah. So we're moved on to Unit 2 already. This one is a lot bigger, but it's still very ghetto and very small. We have a very teeny tiny kitchen, which we're going to like switch around a bunch of times because I didn't like it. But it's still the same thing. Very dirty, very gross. This one is upstairs. It's upstairs at the end of the hallway. So when you go up the stairs, you go all the way to the end of the hall or balcony. And that's where this apartment is located. Or yeah, that's where this one's located. Or maybe this is the first one. Actually, I think this might be the first one. I'm not sure. I can't remember. No, this one's at the end of the hall. Yeah. And so again, it's very small. This one does have a bedroom. So this is a 1-bedroom apartment. And it has a very tiny kitchen. It has a dining table right outside the kitchen, and the living room is right there. It's very compact and cozy. I did manage to get like the tiny living TVs hanging on the wall. I started out with a different TV, but I ended up switching it. Our kitchen's kind of cute. It's just very small and cozy, but it works. And actually, I've seen houses with kitchens like this. I went and looked at a house like 2 years ago, and the kitchen, literally, it looked like it was a closet. Like it was not normal. I've never seen a kitchen so small in my life. It would not have worked for me. Like I don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen at all. I'm like not at all. I don't cook. I don't like cooking. I hate cooking. I hate it. I don't know why I hate it. I used to really love cooking, but it's just so boring. Like it's so boring to cook. I hate that. And I don't honestly I have no one to cook for. So there's not really a point. Like I cook for my kids. You know how kids are. They're very picky and they don't want to eat anything. So like you're cooking the same four things over and over and it's very annoying. So yeah, I don't really love cooking and it's not fun for me. But I still like to have a kitchen that's not in a closet because that's not fun. You can see here that this living room kitchen came together really quickly. I do paint the walls, I think towards the end, and I add a bunch of dirt and cracks. There's some decorations on the wall, and again, I was aiming to have it, I don't know, someone look like someone's home, right? Despite it being really ghetto, someone does have to live here. And I wanted to, if it's a normal person living here, I wanted it to be homey for them, if that makes sense. I think that it turned out well. But I'm not sure. You'd have to let me know in the comments if you have any issues with what I've done. So we end up adding like a range hood in the kitchen, and I use tool just to tilt it so it looks like it's falling off the wall. And yeah, just a lot of stains. We do add some cabinets and a little bit of clutter, not a lot. I don't think I put too much in here at all. Before we're going to paint, and then we'll move on to the bedroom, which is really simple. It's like a double bed and a dresser. That's pretty much it. There's a chair in there too. So you're going to watch that next. The third apartment is actually my favorite, and we're going to get to that in a few minutes. It is the 2-bedroom apartment. I talked about it a little bit in yesterday's video. So it's 2 bedrooms, and my way of thinking about that apartment was that it's like a single mom and her kid, and she's like trying to give him or her a better life, but like she doesn't know how. Living in this like ghetto motel, it's kind of hard, but she does set her apartment up so that it is as nice as it can be for what it is. And that one is my ultimate favorite. Like there's a little more personality in that one. I put a bit more stuff and like clutter in there. However, in that apartment, there is a hole in the roof because you didn't notice probably when I was coming in or when I was building, but I did put a hole in the roof and there's like, it's boarded up, but you can see through it. Like when you're in the game, you see outside. So not sure how that's going to be for gameplay. You might want to cover it up. I was going to put a piece of glass roof there so that it was actually covered, but I decided not to because why not make it interesting? It'll be raining in your child's room or in your adult's room. I think it actually runs into both bedrooms, but like, yeah, that would not be okay. But it is there and it adds some quirkiness to that unit. But here in the master, I ended up creating a headboard out of 2 debug fences, and I thought it looked cute. I do that quite often. A lot of people do, but I do it a lot. That fence really, really works for it. I really like the way that it works as a headboard. I thought it was really cute. We're going to just paint, add some decorations on the wall. We put a broken mirror that's from werewolves, and we actually hang a plant. It looks kind of cozy despite all the filth and disgustingness. It's not a horrible, terrible place. Like this room, anyway. The whole motel is. I said it yesterday in that video. I said I created the landlord, and I did. I created the landlord that would, well, that in my mind, would run this motel, and he's a scumbag. Like, he's just not a good sim. He is a slob, he's mean, or he's evil, actually. He's not mean. He's evil, he's a slob, and he's lazy. And yeah, I don't know, he's on the gallery anyway. This, like I said, is going to be on the gallery too. And if you want to find this, the landlord, or any of my builds, the best way to do it is by using the hashtag K8Simsley. And that will get you pretty much everything I've ever done because I've been using that hashtag for a pretty long time. It'll get you to my profile anyway, and that will let you look through everything I've done. Let's just say that. So here we're going to just move on to the third apartment. This is the very last apartment before we move and finish up a few things on the exterior. This is my favorite apartment. The kitchen is rather small. I did fiddle around a lot to get this apartment in the shape that I wanted it. Originally, I was just going to do a one-bedroom apartment, but then as I was building it and looking at the space, I was like, I could make this a two-bedroom. And that's where the whole storyline came about. And I put a lot of thought into my storyline, which I never really do. But I did make it 2 bedrooms, and I think that it's a good little story to play, that this mom is going to work and try really hard to get her son a better life and get them out of this spot. They're just down on their luck, and things have not been working out, but she's making the best of a bad situation. Let's just say that. Now, in this apartment, I did put a ton of cracks and dirt and peeling paint on the walls, but I don't show 99% of it. I do show a little bit here and there. But yeah, I don't show it all. This is the point here where I decided to make this a 2-bedroom apartment. And so, yeah, I kind of shift everything around. And I add a wall at the kitchen. And that is what I do. I started out by creating the 1-bedroom. And then I just add the second one. So you're going to watch that. But yeah, I got nothing really going on. I got nothing to tell you about, to be honest with you. Like, I can talk about the weather like I always do, but I know that that's not very fun. I don't know what to say. I have no idea. I've got nothing. Like, I literally don't know. I never did. I said in my video yesterday I was going to go to the grocery store. I never made it there. I never went to the grocery store. I have to do that today. And so that's my plan. After I'm done this, here I'm just adjusting the roof a little bit. I had to pull the whole thing out of like one tile to make the living room more functional. But I add the second bedroom. But yeah, I got to go to the grocery store today, and honestly, I hate going to the grocery store. I don't know why, but something about the grocery store just drives me nuts. A lot of times, the people there are really just, everybody's in a hurry. They're all grumpy. I don't think anybody really likes the grocery store when they're grown up. And you have to be there. I don't think, other than my dad loves the grocery store. I swear to God, like, you can't send that man into a grocery store. He'll be gone for hours. You'll never find him. He, like, gets lost in the grocery store. It's not funny. And he loves to go. They go grocery shopping every day, and he just seems to love it. Not me. Hate it. Absolutely hate the grocery store. I think because it's so expensive, to be honest with you. But I just don't. It's not my thing. I don't like it. I guess because I don't like cooking. Maybe if I like cooking, I would like the grocery store. But I do not. But you saw there that the kitchen came together. I thought it was kind of cute. We're going to add a lot of dirt and grime and grunge to the walls. So I ended up getting... I can't talk. Oh my God. I ended up getting the Xbox Game Pass. Like, it's an Xbox Game Pass, so it comes with a bunch of games from Xbox, but then it also comes with like an EA Play membership or whatever. I got that like 2 days ago. But listen, there's like nothing on there I would play. Nothing. Not one of the games is my style. I don't like shooter games. First of all, I don't have the reaction time for it. I can barely see them 90% of the time, and it's just not for me. That is not my kind of game. And that's all that they have on there. Like, I kind of knew that would be most of it. That is most games all the time now. But I thought there'd be some kind of variety, and there is just not. There is literally next to nothing. There are some cute, like, kids games, and that's actually why I got it. It was for the kids. But, yeah, no, it's not for me. I'm not keeping it. It's going to go away as soon as it expires. I'm not going to pay to keep it. But I did get it like a gift of it, so I thought I would give it a try, and I hate it. I don't love it at all. Like, not even a little bit. I have not found one. I tried. Oh my God. I think a lot of it too, though, is my controller. I got these controllers, and they're kind of crappy, and you touch like the joystick, and you go flying across the screen. So that probably doesn't help. I tried like that power washing simulator. I've watched other people play it, and like, oh my God, it's so relaxing. Like, getting things clean in a video game is my happy place. And I did try it, and it's not relaxing at all when I'm playing it, because it's very hard to control your power washer, and I end up, I don't know, all over the place. I didn't like it. Maybe with a different controller, I would enjoy it more, but I definitely did not enjoy it when I tried it. Besides that, I found House Flippers on there, but it's just the base game of House Flipper, which is fine. Yeah, that's pretty much... Oh, there's Stardew Valley. I've never played that one. I know a lot of other people have played it. I've never tried, so I might try that today. I think it's kind of cute. It's kind of fun. And for now, it's free, and that makes it okay. But, like, I wouldn't pay for it, probably. Honestly, in reality, I'm very sick of subscription services. Like, I'm totally over having to pay for things every month. Photoshop is like that. Like, if you get Photoshop, you have to pay for it every month. I won't. I refuse. I actually bought this program. It's called Affinity, and it is literally the same thing as Photoshop. You've probably heard of it. A lot of people have now. The same thing as Photoshop. It's just one payment. It's like one time $40 or whatever. I got it, I think, on sale at the time, so I don't know how much. I think I paid $20 for it, and I got all of them, so $20 for the Photo One publisher and desktop or whatever. All of them anyway. But they were like $20. So that was worth it, and you never pay again. But Photoshop, you're paying every month, and I'm done. I'm done with monthly subscriptions. I have Netflix, and that to me normally is a very big waste of time. I can't stand it. And then you've got everything else you pay every month, and it's too much. It's too much. It's just too much. I'm done. I can't handle any more monthly things. On top of bills and adult life. It's really, really awful. I kind of want to move into this little ghetto motel so I don't have to pay all my crazy bills. Okay, that might be a bit extreme. I won't do that. But here you can see that the teen's room, or kid's room, I'm assuming it's teen, comes together pretty quick. I just rambled about nothing. That was a really dumb rant. Anyway, teen's room comes together quick. I did put a little computer in here for them, but there is a lot of filth and dirt on the walls. And I did add some clutter though. We got a calendar, and then we're just gonna paint the room before we move on to the adult room, like the mother's room or father's room. I guess it's a mother. I assumed it was a mother. It could have been a father. It could have been a single father. That would work too. But in my mind, it was a single mom, probably because, I don't know, I'm a woman and that's what I think of. But I move on to her room in a moment, and then we just get that ready before, like I said, we jump outside. So I don't really know. I don't have too much to say. There's not a lot going on. What have you guys been doing? What have you been building? What have you been playing in The Sims or other games? If you have an Xbox or like an EA Play membership or anything like that, tell me a good game. I want to know what I should play or what I should try. I'm not opposed to trying new things. I have no idea. But I want to try them before it has gone away. Maybe I'll find something I really like. I don't know. But right now, I'm not seeing much. I am going to try that Stardew Valley. There's also another one. It's called like Coral Island or something on there. I don't know what that is. I've heard of it, but I don't know. I downloaded Stardew Valley, and I'll try that one. And we'll see if I like it. I don't know. Yeah, so this room comes together pretty quickly. I put little purses on the wall. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl when I put them there anyway, just to kind of clutter it up. And we move into the mom's room. So this room is a lot brighter because there's a hole in the ceiling. So I kind of played on that and took advantage of it. I painted the room. You're going to see it gets painted with like the city living wallpaper, and it's very pink. I don't know. It's less cluttered. It's still very dirty, but it's not nearly as bad as the other rooms. Like I said, she's trying really hard to make life normal. You know what I mean? In this very abnormal situation, she really wants to give her kid a normal life. And I think that this room definitely reflects on that. So did the living room. Despite all the dirt and cracks and grime, it still looked more like a family living room than anything else. But definitely in this room, it looks like she's trying to hold it together, right? And she's doing an okay job. Like, it would really suck to have to be in this situation, but she seems to be doing okay. And she's kind of trying to hold it together. I do add a lot of dirt, and I try and cover it up sometimes with like the bed and the dresser and whatnot, as she would probably do in real life. But I add pictures to the walls. I just paint, and that's about it for this room. Nothing too crazy or interesting. I did add like a robe on the wall by the door. A robe on the wall by the door. I don't know what I was saying there. I think I was saying robe, but it came out like roan. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Did I add curtains here on the windows? So it's cozy. That's what I will say, despite the dirt and grossness. This apartment is super cozy, and considering she's done a good job of trying to make it a home for her child. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I have no idea. I'm just so bored, but I'm not. and I'm lost, and it's still winter, so I don't like it, and I'm waiting for it to warm up. Don't get me wrong, I've been very spoiled. It's very warm here lately. It hasn't been cold at all, and we have, like, no snow, so I'm not going to complain. But I'm bored. I want it to be summer so I can be outside in the warmth and the sun. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I hate it, actually. I actually hate it. But I'm sure that spring and summer will be here soon enough, so I'm going to not complain. Yeah, I don't know. I did add, up in that bedroom, I added like a spider web. I added them all over this entire build, actually. But I put one on the ground by the little chair I had put in there. But we're back outside. We're just going to add some more cracks to the back and side of this building. And then we're going to flip around to the front, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I think we go around front and we add a little like picnic table barbecue area. And you're going to watch that come together. We had a bit more clutter, some fun little things out front there. Yep, so we add a picnic table and we add a barbecue and we just kind of make this place, this little space would be like where you come out and hang out because there's no yard, there's no like park or anything at this motel. So you'd come here and you'd hang out, you know, people go outside to smoke, they sit on the picnic table and yeah. I end up adding like 2 of the little chairs that we got from for rent, like the little plastic chairs that everyone in their life has ever owned. I add them in here. And yeah, the barbecue, I start off with like a green one, but I switch it out to, I forget what it's from. I think it's actually from for rent, the like square one. And it's got a very worn swatch and I adore it. So I end up, yeah, I start with the green barrel one and I switch it to the one from for rent. But I do add just marks and dirt on the floor. We added hopscotch so the kid that lives here, or the teen, or other kids, if they visit or come here or live here, they have a hopscotch at the front on the driveway, right by the landlord's truck, and he will run them over because he's a very mean man. I don't know if he really will, but he might. You never know. If he could drive, but, you know, it's The Sims and you can't. Well, it's The Sims 4 and you can't, I should say. I don't get it. Like, they really could have just done it like The Sims 3 where you get in the car and then you just disappear. That would be fine, I guess. I don't know if it was The Sims 3 that was like that or Sims 2. I don't remember. Pretty sure that they are all like that. Like, you just disappear and come back. But it's fine. I guess The Sims 3 you could see the car driving down the road. So that was a little different. I just don't get it. I don't know. It just seems like they could have done it where the car's a rabbit hole and they love their loading screens. So you could have gotten in the car. You could have moved a little bit, went to a loading screen, and you could have reloaded wherever you were getting out of the car. Would not even been hard. Anyway, I'm not going to complain. I'm not complaining. I am complaining, but I'm not. Anyway, oh my god. We add a light here and some chairs, and then that's about it. We are going to just jump into screenshots in a minute. You're going to see all of it. I put a little bit of baggage, like they were showing up. I put that there. You're going to see it in these screenshots. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me out and it just makes me happy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as there will be more of these, just not all the time. And yeah, I'll go. You can listen to music and look at the screenshots. And yeah, I really had fun doing this. I hope you had fun watching it. I know I'm very annoying to listen to, but I had a lot of fun talking to you. I will see you in the next one. So have yourself a simtacular day, guys. Bye!
Surprised we don't go together, but it took us a while before we figured it out. What a shame.